Hello, I'm Midtown Park Manager Michelle Phillips, and welcome to Virtual Yappy Hour. We continue our partnership with Urban Tales to bring you tips and tricks to keep your pup well trained and entertained. This month, trainers from Urban Tales will advise you how to prepare your fur baby for their very first grooming appointment. Let us know in the comments if these tips were helpful to you. Enjoy the program.
Hi, I'm Gretchen from Urban Tales Midtown, and welcome to Midtown Yappy Hour. For this month's Yappy Hour, we are going to talk to you about preparing your dog for the grooming salon. Little tips that you can do at home when you get a new puppy to get them used to being handled. So the first thing you're going to want to do is when you get your puppy, you want to touch them all over the place as often as you can. Play with their ears, look in their ears. When you do something like that, then always give them a little reward. Make it a fun little game for them. You're going to want to lift their tail if they have a long tail, and then play with their paws. So just pick their paws up, maybe give them a little squeeze. This will help get them used to having their feet handled, so when it's time to get their nails trimmed, they don't freak out about that. So we're just going to touch Xena here all over. Just get her used to being handled. If you have a table at home that you can put them up on the table, this is one of our grooming tables. So they will spend time on the grooming table. So you want to get them used to being up off the ground so that doesn't frighten them when that happens the first time. I'm going to show you a little bit about trimming nails. So there's a couple ways that you can trim their nails. Xena's nails are all black, so they're more difficult to do, and I would really suggest that you have a professional groomer do all your dog's nails that are black. But their nails kind of grow like ours. They grow out and they get a little point, and so when you're trimming them, you're going to just take the tip of that point off and just lightly take that off. You can buy nail trimmers that have a little guard on them like this one does, so that kind of helps you from going too far. And then a lot of grooming salons will use a Dremel. You can also purchase these at home, but they are a little bit of a challenge to use at the first time. So we're going to just do Xena's nails. So I have it just going on low. The first time you use this, you might just let them listen to it. And then just touch them with the bottom part of the Dremel, not the actual pad that's running around. So they just get used to that noise. And then when you're ready to start trimming their nails, you're just going to just lightly kind of file the tips. It makes a vibration on their feet, so that can kind of startle them sometimes too. You just want to go slow. After you do that, tell them that they're a good girl. Give them a treat. Make it a fun thing for them to go through. Make it a game so that when they do come to the grooming salon, they're not really nervous. Another thing, most dogs have what we call a dew claw, so they should have four nails down here, and then one that's a little bit higher called their dew claw. Some breeders, if you have a sporting dog, labs, they remove those dew claws when they're puppies, but you always need to remember to trim that one because that one doesn't ever touch the ground, and it's not going to naturally get filed when the dog's walking. So that one will grow a little bit faster than the other nails, and that one can tend to curl up and then go back into their pad, and that's very painful for the dogs. So again, just some tips on getting them ready for the groomer. One last thing that we'd like to talk about today is brushing your dog's teeth. If your dog is on a dry kibble, that is the best kind of food for them because canned food can kind of settle on their teeth. It doesn't always get dissolved away, and then tartar can build up. When you first start brushing your dog's teeth, first you want to remember to only use dog toothpaste. Do not use human toothpaste. A lot of that has peroxide in it, which can make them foam up a little bit. But the first time that you introduce toothpaste and brushing your dog's teeth, you're going to want to put just a little bit, get some out here, on your finger and just kind of let them look at it and get used to the taste. And it comes in all different fun flavors, poultry flavored, beef flavored, peanut butter flavored. Doesn't sound very appealing to us, but they love it. And then the first time you're brushing their teeth, you're just going to introduce your finger and just take your finger in and spread the toothpaste around. Tartar takes 72 hours to harden on their teeth. This toothpaste has an enzyme in it that helps break down that tartar. So if you're brushing their teeth every other day, that's going to keep that tartar from hardening on their teeth. So after they're comfortable doing that with your finger, you can introduce a toothbrush then to them, or you can just continue doing it with your finger. The most important thing is not the scrubbing action, it's just getting the toothpaste on their teeth, and that helps break down that tartar before it hardens. So we're going to try introducing the toothbrush to Xena here. I don't think she's ever had a toothbrush, but we have the little end of our toothbrush, and we're going to bring her over here. And we're going to just take her muzzle lightly, and then, oops, where's Xena? Introduce the toothbrush, and then kind of hold her mouth shut so that she's not chewing on the toothbrush, and then just lightly brush her teeth. Again, you can just do one side the first few times, just go slow with this, and then always reward them when they're done and let them know that they're doing a good job. One last thing to help prepare for grooming is if your dog has long hair or is going to need its face trimmed, the groomer is going to hold the hair under their chin, and now Xena doesn't have any long hair, so I just want to get her used to having her head held still and getting things coming around her eyes, okay? So you just want to touch her eyes around there, hold her muzzle lightly, and get them used to having something come towards their eyes, because they will be using sharp utensils, sharp equipment around their face, so you want to make sure that your dog is used to holding their face still. So these are just a little bit of tips to get your dog used to being groomed. Practice touching them all over the place, holding their feet, and we hope that you got some good tips. And thank you for joining our Yappy Hour, and we'll see you again next month.